Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dance. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. So let's get into it. Universe, please, insight and information. What messages do you have for this beautiful collective on this day? We have 3 cards coming out, 3 separate energies. Let's get into it. We have the 10 of Wands. Oh, sorry. The Emperor. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. There is a front that you are putting on. You are fronting hard, like cool, calm, collected. But I'm feeling like you are quite overwhelmed. I'm getting the feeling you also are quite good at keeping your... Like, I feel like as I tap into your energy, yes, there is this heaviness there, but I feel like you always present it as, but everything's going to be fine and I've got everything together. Like, everything's kind of said with a smile. And I think, so I really feel like you're quite convincing in the way that you, like, it kind of feels like you have everyone fooled. That sounds bad. It's even as I get into it, it's like, it's hard. I feel like you put it all out on the surface. You're quite open. You're quite ready to talk about things, but the way that you say it has people so convinced that you've got everything under control and that you're dealing with everything totally fine. And there's this real position of strength. There might even be people that don't quite believe you, in that you might say, oh, things have been hard, or things have been, and because of the way that you're delivering it, they actually don't quite believe you because you're so together. But I'm getting that energy. I'm getting that, like, you definitely feel an obligation to speak on your life with authority and compassion, but mostly strength. And I feel like it is a front. I feel like it is definitely a position that you are practiced at. Interesting. Let's get into what's going on behind the mask that you're putting on. Universe, please, insight and information. Can you tell us about this 10 of Wands energy? Tell us what's going on here. I'm getting this real sense that you're so tired. Like, you're so tired. Like, it's really exhausting. That's what I get. It's just like constantly trying to keep things from falling apart. You just like spinning plates is what I'm seeing. It could be in your home life. It could also be with finances. You're just like, okay, just got to keep everything going. Just keep everything going. That can be stressful. That can be a dark cloud over your life. Let's get into this Emperor energy. Universe, please. Tell us about the way that they are presenting to the world, presenting to people around them. What insight do you have in this area? People see you as this like unending reserve of energy and youth. Like, they just see you as so enthusiastic. And I feel like you tapping into that energy is a coping mechanism. It almost feels like you don't have, like, going into that gear is, you know, some people, when they get really, really overwhelmed, they crash out or they sleep or they cry. And it feels like your immediate response is to like switch on a persona, switch on this version of yourself that kind of comes to the front to take care of business while the other part of you is just dissociating. But it means that the way that you present is just like eternally happy. Universe, please. Inside information, what does this person need to know about this? 7 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like because you have this and you know that it stops people from fully connecting with you, even though you can say with your words like, oh, it's been a big week, or it's been a big month, and I'm pretty tired, but like today's a really good day, or just happy to be here, happy to see you, whatever it is, whatever caveat you put on the end that just like lifts the energy of not only yourself and the things that you're saying, but also the people around you. You're kind of just struggling alone. And because people, or I'm going to say majority of people, there might be a couple people in your life that know you well enough to see through that and be like, I hear what you're saying, and I don't believe what it is that you're presenting, and like, are you okay? I have the feeling that you have a couple of really, really good people around you that are able to see kind of through your BS. But because most people see you in this other way, it does have you feeling like alone. And I don't think you want that. I don't think that's your intention. I just probably feel like you don't, like, this thing is a way for you to dissociate from the pressures of your life. So this, like, really enthusiastic, happy version of yourself protects you, but I think it may come from a place where you're trying to protect a relationship that you have between you and someone else, because you don't want to feel like a burden to them. So it's just kind of like, it's just you having to figure it out on your own. And I think that you're coming from a real place of strength, but I can feel that it feels isolating for you to not feel like you have someone who can see you. Okay. I want to move on to the next card, but I feel like we just need to get some words from your guides. Like, what can you do? What can you do with this? As I tap into your energy, it feels like, I want to get feedback from your guides to see what you can do with this, because as I tap into yours, like, you're telling people what's going on, but the way in which you deliver it and your, like, consistent, like, adamant, determined optimism, like, fights what you're saying. So the way that you're saying it is like diminishing your words, or people just think you've got a handle on it and they just really don't. I think it stops people from really supporting you. And that I can feel that in my gut, that it feels lonely. But that you don't really know what to do with that, because like you are genuinely telling people when things are hard, but then there comes this urge after that to come to people already resolved so that they don't have to support you. And that, of course, means that no one's going to feel like they need to support you because you're so self-sufficient. We have the 7 of Swords here. Yeah, people really see you as just like so intelligent, so resourceful, like you always take care of it. It almost feels like people come to you to be able to sort their stuff out because you're so good at, like, you've been through so much and you still do so much, and it's just amazing. Like, I think people see you as someone that they go to when they need emotional help, or when they're going through something, or they need to talk through something. Because they see the way, they hear the words that you're saying, they see the way that you are, and they're like, well, they've got it under control. They know what to do at times of crisis. And I love that. I love that you're such a light for people, but I can feel how lonely that position is for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. One more card. The Four of Swords. Okay. The message here is that, like, even though you might feel alone right now, there are more people that are going to see you and know you and get you and be able to support you. There are still more people to know in the world, and more people who will see you and know you. So this isn't a forever situation that you're in. You will welcome these new people into your world who will truly be able to see you and hear you and support you. And you will, in knowing these new people and having these really deep, truly supportive relationships with people, you will, the constant need to come resolved and happy and optimistic will start to, like, I don't think you're ever going to lose that part of yourself, but you'll be able to show up more authentically and be able to ask for more support when you really, really need it, because these people are going to allow the space for that. So just know that there's, like, this isn't forever, and the way that these people are relating to you, this isn't how it's going to be forever. Let's get into this Queen of Wands energy. Universe, please, insight and information. What do you have to tell us about this Queen of Wands energy? We have the Fool. Okay. Fool, Ten of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. There are some new beginnings to come. I want to pull more cards on this Eight of Swords. There are some really amazing new beginnings to come. Universe, please, can you clarify this Eight of Swords for me? There are... yeah, okay. It feels like you're really, really, really... oh, rain coming in. You feel so... it's like trapped. I feel like you feel trapped in how people perceive you. That you don't ever want to, like, let them down. And people see you as, like, such a wise, like, teacher. Someone who really does have it all together. So when they do have emotional problems, they come to you. And you don't want to crack. And let people down. And be a burden on people. Like, it really feels like you showing emotions is a problem. And that, like, identity is keeping you really bound and keeping you really, like, alone. Even though people come to you for support, it's like, where do you go? And where do you go? And who can you go to where they're going to believe you? Because you don't ever want to seem overly emotional, because you don't want to burden people. You don't want to disappoint people. Oh, baby. This one hits hard for me. There has to be people either currently in your life or coming into your life that are going to love and embrace you, even if you aren't always this super joyful, optimistic person. And I know that you probably feel like that's impossible and you have a lot of fear around not being that person because you're so afraid to lose love. But it's just making me feel alone. Universe, please, last words of insight and information. What can this collective do? Two of Cups. It's just, you just need to try. You just need to try and open up emotionally. And maybe if you keep putting that caveat on the end of how you feel of like, oh, but it's okay, or oh, it's better than it was, and oh, but I'm just doing this now and this has really helped. Like, these things are true. I feel like you're being honest, but you're not letting your sadness sit in the space because you don't want it to like infect other people. But I think you have to be a little bit more ready to share your dark just as much as you are ready to share your light, so that people can help you and you don't have to feel alone or exhausted by it. All right, let's get into these oracle cards. Aww. If you are resonating with this reading, like, I get it, and I think I get it too much, and it just makes me a little sad. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Universe, please, last words of insight and information. What do you have for this beautiful collective? It's time to come home. Goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, ego. I'm going to be so real with you. I've never seen this card before. That's awesome. I feel like I'm tapping into some different energies as we're getting into this. So having cards I have never seen before is so awesome. And I'm a Pisces, so seeing something with water is always going to make me happy. We see with this imagery here, it's like this little boat flowing in towards her heart. Oh my gosh. She's got little space buns. I've got little space buns. Not me feeling like I am included in the energy that resonates with this reading. And here this card comes out. Y'all, if you are like me and you resonate with this reading, oh my God. We're just going to let people in. Let people in emotionally into the dark caverns of our soul. We're going to let people in and trust that when they're there, they're not going to hurt us. Easier said than done. I'm going to leave it there. Y'all, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with me in this moment. Oh, my heart's racing. All right. Love you. Bye.